Will San Antonio see a housing crash? There has been so much going on in this city, and just like other markets are starting to show a decrease in prices, the question is, are we going to see this kind of crash here in San Antonio? This is Trey with the Caliber Group, brokered by Real. Let's dive right in. San Antonio has broken a lot of records these past 2 years, more specifically last year. For the first time, we are at $323,000 in median house price, which is never seen. But there has to be a means to an end. There has to be some kind of sign to show that the housing is going to ease. Now, there is one that I can think of, and I'll mention later. The developments that's going on really doesn't show much of a slowdown. The east side has been developed more and more by commercial investors from Houston, building large, massive warehouses to house different businesses, distribution. You have the Pearl area, which is having developers from California coming in to build a very large commercial complex with a modern art gallery on Essex. You have Southtown that may show a little bit of a different spin in terms of growth because the Lone Star District is actually for sale again. The Lone Star Brewery is a 32-acre complex. It was bought by developers, but they are actually selling it. They didn't develop it, they didn't do anything with it, and now they're selling it maybe for a higher price, and there's really no reason. That is a little bit of uncertainty in the San Antonio market. A 32-acre piece of property is now for sale that's literally adjacent to the Riverwalk. This area used to brew Lone Star beer, which is honestly not my favorite. Freetail beer here in San Antonio is way better. Lone Star was bought by the Gray Street Partners, which did develop around the Pearl area, but now they're having it for sale. The San Antonio Business Journal is reporting that San Antonio has seen a growth of 214% in house prices since 1997. This is a giant growth, but it's actually just 11th in the nation. So there's 10 other markets that have seen a much bigger growth. Now, when you have a little bit of a slower growth, you do allow for roadway expansion, commercial development, and it's not so congested and rushed. So to me, that allows for even bigger growth. Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown ranked number 1 with 368% housing growth, followed by Boulder, Colorado, 277, Midland, Texas, which is 266 growth. So we are actually not the biggest town to boom. With these other cities that are booming, I feel like we're just behind them. What makes a diverse market? To me, a diverse market to invest in that couldn't see potential growth is the moving in of businesses. When you have a lot of jobs, when you have a lot of development, you tend to see more families coming in, more housing available, newer housing available, which San Antonio already has. And the new housing availability is about 2 months of inventory, and the pre-owned market, which is the resale, is only about a 1.5 months of inventory. One interesting thing that's going on in San Antonio is the house prices, but not just the median house price. We're talking luxury house price. And there's towns around San Antonio, like this article says in my essay, homes in Northwest San Antonio neighborhood are now $1 million and more. And this neighborhood is very close to the airport. And if you look here at my website, Hill Country Village, there's really a few properties for sale and they're not cheap. This one here on 14049 Mint Trail is a very beautiful house in a very exclusive neighborhood, and it's going for $1,575,000, and it's already pending sale. But as you can see from the pictures, it's very beautiful, and it sits inside Hill Country Village proper on 2 acres of land. Hill Country Village has its own police department, its own fire department, its own mayor, and is not part of the city of San Antonio. So you have its own school districts, and it's very exclusive. So with the expansion of the city of San Antonio, you're going to see expansion in the suburbs. So the hottest area for suburb growth in San Antonio is going to be the northeast side. They call it the I-35 corridor, which connects San Antonio all the way to Austin. There's lots of little towns inside the 35 corridor, one of them being New Braunfels. New Braunfels is a very, very cool place. I love it there. New Braunfels is now housing Texas Tito's in its $4 million new facility right downtown. This facility is going to create hundreds and hundreds of new jobs, which is going just south of 1286 River Road in New Braunfels. That is the northwest side of New Braunfels, and that is going to create a lot of development in those areas for not only just distribution jobs, but you have other businesses that are going to be coming around it, which will continue to expand all the way probably to Canyon Lake. The only sign I've seen to potentially show a slowdown of the San Antonio housing market is the Lone Star District. Every development that I've seen for sale in the commercial real estate side has shown nothing but growth. With the growth inside the city limits, you're gonna see growth in the suburbs. The only remedy that I can see can help slow down the market here in San Antonio is if new construction really booms, which will increase the availability of houses, which will hopefully reduce the bidding wars. I just haven't seen the development catch up. Our clients, when we make offers on houses, and the other realtors that we talk to in the San Antonio area still see multiple offers. House price in the 400s are still getting 20,000 over ask. They're waiving appraisals. If even the 700,000 price range also are waiving appraisals, it's still affordable compared to other markets that have the growth that we have seen, which is the top 10 list. Check out this next video, more about the San Antonio areas. This is Joe from Calvary Group. Thanks for watching.